Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I'm going to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so today I'm going to be sharing with you this Spaces planner. Now the reason I want to share this planner with you is because it is so different from any other planner that I have ever used. If you have been here for a while or if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have used a lot of different planners over the years. I enjoy planners. Sometimes I enjoy changing up my planning system, my style, things like that. But over the last several years, I have found that for me, I like to keep things really simple. I don't like to have to use a lot of stickers. I prefer to just use a pen and some highlighters and let that be that. All right, so let's talk about the Spaces planner. You guys, this planner is so different from any other planner that I have seen on the market. I have used a lot of planners. If you have been following my channel for a while or if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have reviewed a lot of planners. I've tried a lot of different planning systems and most of the time I am good with them for a while and then I feel like I need to change things up, and so I've kind of been in a vicious cycle of changing planners. Now I will tell you that over the last 6 months I really have kind of tweaked my planning system. I found a really good system that I was really happy with, but when I saw the Spaces planner it was so different that I just really wanted to try it out. I have also had the desire to try different planners and show different systems here on my channel because I know that everybody plans differently. Everybody's brain kind of processes things differently. So I've had the desire to kind of test out different planners and show you different ways to set them up, hopefully to just inspire you. So I did reach out to Rachel to see if she would be interested in sending this planner to me in exchange for a review. She did, so today I'm going to be giving you that review. I'm also going to be sharing with you how you can set this up to work really well if you follow the Flylady system. Now don't think that if you don't follow the Flylady system that this video isn't going to be helpful for you. I promise. If you use a planner, if you need a planner, if you're a list maker, keep watching this video because you can use this planner and make it super functional for you no matter what kind of cleaning system you use. That's just something that I do here on my channel, so I'm going to incorporate that into this video. Alright, so when I received the planner, my intention was simply to review this planner, show you how to set it up for using your Flylady system, and then move back into my other planner. That was what I planned to do. Alright, so when I got this planner and started playing with it and writing things in it and coming up with different ways to set up all of the spaces and boxes in this planner, and I'm going to show you guys the inside very quickly, but you kind of need to know all this other stuff. But when I started setting it up, I realized that this planner is the planner that I really needed to be using. So I quickly moved into this planner with my whole heart. I'm still adding things in the back, like in the notes section and the big plans section and things like that, because I'm kind of trying to work out exactly how I want to use them before I jump in. But this planner is a list maker's dream. If you like to make lists, this planner might be the one that you have been looking for. Alright, so before we open it up and I show you all of the good parts of this planner, let me tell you kind of some stats about the planner. It is a January through December planner, so it is for 2020. It has a monthly calendar for each month. It has the weekly Spaces planner layout, which is what makes this planner super unique. There are 3 different color options, like pattern options, but there's only one layout. It has a hardcover, it is coil bound, it has monthly quotes, so on each tab for the month there's a nice quote. It has blank layouts for your big plans in the very back, and it also has a note section in the back, and each month and section has its own tab, so it's very easy to find. Alright, so the dimensions for this planner are a little bit different from your typical standard planner. This planner is 8 7/8 inches tall. It is 9 3/4 inches wide, but that includes the coil, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. So without the coil, it's almost a square. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got tabs. It's not crazy thick. It's a good size, so you could still stick this in a bag. It's very unique. I'm telling you. you're gonna want to see the inside of this planner. When you open the planner up, there is your typical kind of title page. There's a place to put your name and your phone number or email address. That way, if you were to lose your planner, then it can be returned to you. The next thing you're going to find is a letter from Rachel, who is the creator of Spaces Planner. And then on the next page, there is a place where she kind of gives you a breakdown and shows you how you can use the planner. There's also a yearly overview. There's an overview for 2020 as well as 2021. And under each little monthly calendar, there are a few lines so that you can prepare for future planning. That way, if you need to keep up with like wedding dates or vacations, things like that, you have a place to keep up with those. And then you jump into the month. There is a monthly spread that is on 2 pages. It has a nice column on the right side for notes. These boxes are a great size. I don't write super small, and I have plenty of room to write several things in here. You can see I like to color code, I like to use highlighters, and there's plenty of room. So I use the Pilot G2 pens. I didn't do a pen test with a bunch of different pens because I don't use a bunch of different pens, but I use the Pilot G2 pens. They do not bleed through. They work great in here. My highlighters work great in here. They don't show through on the back side of the paper, so the paper quality is great. The other thing that I really like about the paper is my G2 pens. They dry super fast on this paper. There have been other planners that I've used in the past where I would have to like wait quite a while for those pens to use if I was going to use them, and that is not the case for this, which is perfect because they are my absolute favorite pens to work with. All right, so once you turn the page to get into the weekly spreads, you'll see that you have a week that is on 2 pages. Now, there are a bunch of boxes. Some of them are labeled and some of them are not labeled. In the corner, it tells you what week of the month it is, so like week 1, and then the dates for the week. At the very bottom, there are small boxes that go across the pages, and there's one for each day, and it's the perfect spot to jot down an appointment or an event or something that you need to attend at a specific time. There are several boxes that you can use however you want to use. Now, some of these boxes are labeled. There are boxes that are not labeled, and I can use them for anything I want to. I can put any kind of list that I want to in here. I can also be flexible from one week to the next. So maybe one week I need to use it for a grocery list. Maybe another week I have a really long, just crazy to-do list. Or maybe another week I need to use it for something different. This planner is super flexible, which is a huge bonus. All right, so the boxes that are pre-printed say personal, housework, errands, health, and relationships. And I think those are gonna apply to most people. And then there are 7 blank boxes that you can use however you choose. All right, so I'm gonna kind of switch to Flylady just a little bit. Some of the things that I like to keep up with for that are our meal plan for the week. I like to keep up with my housework. So for that is my weekly home blessing. So I list those things right there. I use this box right here. I use it for my zone cleaning. I write the zone that we're in, what zone that is, and then the tasks that I want to complete for that week. The 2 boxes right here, they're kind of similar, and they were a great place for me to keep up with my routines. So I've listed out my routines, and then I just put like a MTWTFSS so that I can keep up with the days of the week, and then I just put little check marks so that I can check off the tasks as I do them every day. These are routines that I have memorized, but it's one of those things that I still just like to see it. I like to put that check mark there and check it off, so that's how I have chosen to do that. All right, this little box over here in the top, I use that to keep up with all of my work things that I'm working on for the week. And then there is another box right here. This one I don't have like a specific use for it. I like that I kind of have a flex box. Sometimes I write a verse in there that I just kind of want to meditate on and think on for the week. I can use it for an extra like to-do list or a project list for the week or anything like that. And then this long box here on the right side, that's what I typically use as my shopping list. I like to just kind of jot things down as I think about them, and then on the day where I'm actually grocery shopping, I will fill it in that day for all of the things that I need. And then I usually just grab my phone, take a picture of it, And then I have my list with me at the store. I'm not actually taking my planner to the store with me. In the personal box, that's kind of where I just keep up with my personal to-dos that I want to do for the week. Most of those are like project related around the house or just things that I want to get done. In the health box, I like to just kind of keep up with, you know, sometimes I say drink more water, just something to remind me to do something good for myself. Sometimes I'll write something down like do a face mask. Sometimes I will write down, you know, like if I'm going to work out or if I want to walk, things like that. And then in the relationship box, I really like I said, that some of these have headers because they're things that you want to prioritize and think about, but if they weren't written there, you might not prioritize them. And so that's why I really like that there is one for health and relationships. So for the one for relationships, sometimes I just put simple, you know, date night. Like I need to remember that we need to carve out some time for a date night. Sometimes I'll write down something specific if I want to take some time and do something with one of my sons that's kind of special that week. Or sometimes I'll write down, hey, text your friend, or just anything to kind of keep those things in front of you. I think it's great that she included those because like I said, they're things that are important to all of us, but we don't always think about. So as you can see, these boxes are super flexible. It doesn't matter if you're using the Flylady system or if you have your own cleaning routine or if you don't clean at all, whatever it is that you do, you can use these boxes for whatever you want to, and they are super flexible. I really like that, like I said, you can change them from week to week if that's your thing. All right, so the other thing that I really like is at the end of each month, there are 3 notes pages. Now, one of these notes pages has 4 boxes, and all of these are lined, which is wonderful because I really enjoy writing on lines. But there are 4 boxes, and you can see I kind of just labeled them for different things. Mine are to do, home projects, and then I've got a place for expenses and then video ideas. So these are just places I can just jot things down. I can put like on home projects, I kind of keep a running home project list that I want to do, and I kind of just like to transfer a few things for me to be thinking about through the month, and then just as things come up that I think about wanting to do, painting something or purchasing something or whatever it is, I like to write it here and then I can transfer it to my big list. But these, you can use them for anything. Again, flexibility is the name of the game. This planner is flexible, and it has a place for every list you could think of. So on the next page, it has kind of 2 big boxes. I haven't decided exactly how I'm gonna use these yet, but I like that they're there. I like that I have a place to write anything that I wanna write. And then the last page is just kind of one big notes page. This really for me is just jotting notes down. This particular one for January, you can see that I was in a meeting and I needed to take some notes, dates and things that I need to keep up with and transfer, and you know, just different things. So it was great. But I really like that she included some nice notes pages in each month that you can kind of separate and use however you want them. All right, I'm not going to do a flip through and show you exact like every single month in here, but you can see that the dividers are beautiful. The quotes are very nice. This is the black and white version, so everything inside is black and white. But if you were to choose the floral option, or there's like one that has like painted strokes, the pages on the inside of the planner, they do match the cover, so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's look at the last 2 sections of this planner. There is a section for big plans and then a section for notes. Now the big plans section, this is basically a weekly spread that has 0 writing on it. There's no headers at all, so you can use this for whatever you want to. Maybe you need to plan a party. You want to plan Christmas or a holiday, some other holiday, or a birthday, or a huge project, or whatever it is that you want to plan. You can break this down into lists, and you've got a place to keep it in your planner. You don't have to keep it in a separate notebook. It's all right here in your planner. And there are 6 total spreads in that one. So like the left and right side, there are 6 of those for a total of 12 pages. So that's really nice. All right, so the next you've got the notes section, and I really like that the notes section is not just a couple of pages. There are plenty of pages here. I am probably going to use this as kind of a master list for all of my zone cleaning. I'll probably take a page for each zone and just break down all of the tasks. That way I have them right there. But you can use these for anything. Again, if you have meeting notes, or if you need to keep up with information for your kids, or like insurance, or just anything that you need to write down, you can keep it in the notes section of your planner, and it's always going to be handy. All right, so in the very back of the planner, there is a small pocket. Now this doesn't really come out very far, but it is nice if you need to slip a receipt or two in there, or an invitation, or like a save the date card. It's great for that. And so I do really like that she included that. The coil on here is very nice. I feel like it's going to hold up. The cover is nice. It's a hardcover. It's definitely going to hold up. Y'all, this planner is beautiful. It exceeded my expectations. I was so excited when I opened up and saw how beautiful it was and the layout and everything. And so I just really wanted to share it with y'all, because I know how frustrating it can be to get a planner and kind of use it for a little while and then it just doesn't work for you. Now, this planner is not going to work for everybody, but it will work for a lot of you. Any of you that like to make a lot of lists and don't have a lot of like hourly things that you need to keep up with through the day, this is really going to be a great planner for you, and I was super excited to find it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look through this planner. Again, I was super excited to find this. It was really exciting to find something that was different. Y'all, Rachel, she did a great job. I really like how she set this up. It's not like any other planner on the market. It's not your typical planner, but I feel like it's going to work for a lot of people, just the way that they think, the way they process lists and things like that. So I really wanted to share it with y'all for that reason. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing how I set it up for the Flylady system. Again, if you don't use the Flylady system, use those boxes in a way that's going to make sense for you, but I like to kind of give examples so that if you're kind of stuck, maybe something that I show will inspire you to use it in a way that works for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Head over to the Spaces Planner website. I have it linked below. You head over to Instagram to follow the Spaces Planner Instagram page. Rachel is the creator of the Spaces Planner, and I really feel like you will fall in love with her. She is a sweetheart. She talks about people over projects, and I think it's awesome that she created a product to help us manage that well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys soon.